Imagine risking your eyesight just to make your eyes look bigger, swallowing poison for flawless skin, wearing a dress that could slowly kill you. Welcome to Victorian England, a time of elegance, luxury, and some of the most dangerous beauty standards in history. Behind the lace, pearls, and picture-perfect portraits were beauty rituals that shocked doctors, ruined lives, and sometimes ended them. Let's step inside the Victorian vanity. Today, people spend thousands on tanning vacations and bronzing drops. Victorians wanted exactly the opposite. Pale skin wasn't just beautiful, it was proof of wealth. If your skin was fair, it meant you didn't have to work outdoors. You belonged to the upper class. Women carried parasols everywhere, wore gloves even in summer, and covered nearly every inch of skin with high collars and long sleeves. Sunlight was the enemy. Many even dusted their faces with rice powder or zinc powder to appear almost porcelain-like. Some went one step further, painting delicate blue veins onto their skin to create the illusion that it was so pale it was almost transparent. But for some women, powder wasn't enough. They wanted perfection, no matter the cost. Believe it or not, one of Victorian England's most fashionable beauty ingredients was poison. Arsenic complexion wafers promised flawless skin, rosy cheeks, and a delicate glow. Advertisements claimed they could erase blemishes and transform your appearance from the inside out. The problem? They actually contained arsenic. Women willingly swallowed these tablets in pursuit of beauty, often unaware that they were slowly damaging their organs, nervous system, and skin. Long-term exposure could cause hair loss, severe illness, and even death. Even worse, arsenic wasn't just in cosmetics. It was hiding in wallpaper, dresses, and home decorations, exposing people every single day. And poison wasn't finished with the Victorian beauty routine yet. Large, sparkling eyes have always been considered attractive. Victorian women found a dangerous shortcut. They used belladonna eye drops made from the deadly nightshade plant. The drops forced the pupils to become dramatically larger, creating what was considered a dreamy, romantic gaze. The side effects were terrifying. Blurred vision, extreme sensitivity to light, hallucinations, permanent eye damage, even blindness. All for a beauty trend that lasted only a few hours. But beauty wasn't just about the face. The perfect Victorian body had to be sculpted too. If there's one symbol of Victorian fashion, it's the corset. Today, many people believe women had ribs removed to fit into them, but that's mostly a myth. Most corsets were designed to support posture, distribute the weight of heavy dresses, and create a fashionable silhouette. However, some women practiced extreme tight lacing to achieve impossibly small waists. In rare cases, waists measured less than 18 inches, or about 45 centimeters. Years of extreme tight lacing could compress organs, make breathing difficult, and even deform the rib cage. Fashion wasn't always fatal, but it certainly wasn't comfortable. And then there was the hair. Victorian women were obsessed with thick, voluminous hairstyles. Nothing was wasted, not even the hair left behind in a brush. After brushing, loose strands were carefully collected and rolled into small cushions called hair rats. These hidden pads were tucked beneath hairstyles to create impressive volume without anyone noticing. Wealthy women often went even further, buying real human hair to create extensions and elaborate updos. Long, healthy hair was one of the greatest symbols of femininity. But hair wasn't only worn on the head. One of the strangest Victorian traditions was turning human hair into jewelry. Bracelets, lockets, brooches, even entire wreaths were woven from the hair of loved ones. It sounds unusual today, but for Victorians, it was deeply meaningful. Hair didn't decay like flowers or fabric, making it the perfect keepsake. After Prince Albert died, Queen Victoria spent decades in mourning, and mourning jewelry became incredibly fashionable across Britain. Beauty and remembrance became intertwined. Have you ever noticed that almost nobody smiles in Victorian photographs? Contrary to popular belief, it wasn't because Victorians were unhappy. Early cameras required people to stay perfectly still for long periods, making a broad smile difficult to maintain. Formal portraits were also inspired by painted portraits, where a serious expression symbolized dignity and respectability. And for some people, poor dental health made smiling less desirable. The Victorian face wasn't emotionless, it was carefully composed. Despite their strict etiquette, Victorians adored fragrance. Perfumes made from roses, lavender, violets, orange blossoms, and musk filled elegant crystal bottles. People scented gloves, lace handkerchiefs, letters, and even wardrobes. A beautiful fragrance wasn't simply cosmetic, it became part of a person's identity. Luxury wasn't just something you wore, it was something you left behind in the air. No woman shaped Victorian fashion more than Queen Victoria herself. When she married Prince Albert in 1840, wearing a white wedding dress, she unintentionally created one of history's longest-lasting bridal traditions. Before Victoria, brides wore many different colors. After her wedding, white became the ultimate symbol of elegance and purity. She also popularized orange blossoms, modest fashion, and a more natural approach to beauty. One royal decision changed weddings forever. Not every Victorian beauty secret was dangerous. Some are still found in skincare today. Rosewater soothed irritated skin. Cold cream gently removed makeup. Honey moisturized the face. Oatmeal calmed sensitive skin. And beeswax protected dry lips. These simple ingredients have survived for over a century because they actually worked. Sometimes the best beauty secrets aren't hidden in luxury, they're hidden in nature. Victorian beauty gave us timeless elegance, unforgettable fashion, and traditions that still influence the beauty industry today. But it also reminds us how far people have always been willing to go in the pursuit of perfection.